everyone, Monica here today for Stamper's Delight, and I'm going to be working with Anime Cheers. And now this is a beautiful stamp set that is perfect for the New Year's calendar or your New Year's celebration. You know, this actually will be perfect for 2022 all the way through 2023 and then possibly even 2013. So this is a good way to actually work with some of the stamps. This will last you for quite a bit, or you don't have to actually utilize the numbers themselves, but you do have your clock. You have this beautiful anime with her wine glass waiting for the new year to come in. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. All right, so we're gonna be working an A2 card today. We're gonna start off with our background. I'm gonna be using the clock and the numbers for this in order to kind of make this background, maybe even the cheers, just to kind of work in the background. This is gonna be a layered background, which is why you're gonna need a nested die set. This is an A2 die set from Cat Scrappiness. As you can see, this one here is a cutout there for that particular piece. And we're gonna be working, skipping in sections of 2 or 3. I'd say 3. So 1, 2, and then the third one. 1, 2, and then the third one. 1, 2, and then the third one. 1 and 2. So this one here in the end might end up being our last piece. Just because we want to make sure that we have enough to work with here, because we are going to be creating a 1/8 inch border, forgive me, on the outside of our card for each section. So let's go ahead and get started. I have picked black soot, mustard seed, and weathered wood. We're gonna go ahead and start by blending these items onto our card in a splotchy pattern. All right, so I'm gonna start with some of the lightest colors first, weathered wood and the mustard seed, because the black will easily go right onto the colors and overlap very easily. So what I want though is to create this splotchy look or a clouded look of these colors, like a gold and black. That's the thing that I'm going for. So there we have kind of our camo style background, and this is what we're going to use. Let me go ahead and remove all of the items as we continue working. All right, so here we have our background, and as you can see, it's a beautiful background. We're going to come in with our stamps. I'm going to come in with the clock. I'm gonna come in with 2022 and New Year's. Cheers, actually. We're gonna be using unicorn white, and this is a white ink, and I'm gonna be going over that with a white embossing powder, just to kind of really set that in place. So I'm just gonna stamp off in a couple of places. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take white embossing powder and lay that right over the clock. You can see I'm being liberal with it. I want there to be enough coverage. And don't worry if some of the powder stays on the card itself here and there. It's fine. It will add to the character of the card, but if you want, you can simply just wipe it off just like that. For the most part, you have your areas that you want covered. So I'm just gonna set that aside for now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and heat emboss this. Okay, so we are now done and completed with the clocks. I'm gonna come in with the numbers. All right, so now we have our item ready to be cut. We've created our pattern and you can see just how pretty that is. It's not perfect by any means, but that's the whole fun in that. You can see that it looks more like a distressed pattern. It has, you know, the splotchiness, the colors of black and gold, which kind of falls in with that type of holiday feel for New Year's. All right. So I said 1, 2, and then 3. And you're gonna see why in a little bit once I start setting these up and cutting them. Okay. So that is just about right. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and take some washi, place my hand down on that, just like so. Don't want it moving about because we are gonna make several cuts with this all at once. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this through the die cutting machine and I will be back. All right, we are now done die cutting. Just gonna remove that. And you can see that it cut through several pieces. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, so I have now finished die cutting my pieces. I'm just gonna come in here like so. And I am going to figure out the next size up. Let's see. This is the A2 itself. I just want a little bit of black peeking out from around the edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and die cut this and I will be back. So just you know, make sure you're utilizing the size up from this just so that way it has a 1/8 inch border around it. All right, so here I have my die cuts that I passed through the machine with skipping from the first and second, from the initial biggest one, which is this one first, second. And then I'm taking in black and die cutting those into, it'll be 1/8 of an inch once I lay these down, okay? So how this is gonna work, excuse me, I have to use tweezers because, well, with my nails and the silicone mat, just doesn't really work. So I'm gonna go ahead and start laying these down by size, and as you can see, it's got a nice little border there. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down just like so. And I'm gonna repeat the process with the other ones. All right, here I have my pieces all gone and glued together. This one here, since it was a solid, I cut a smaller piece and then just place that on the inside so that way it kind of looks like the other ones, but not necessarily. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come through and glue these one on top of the other. And I'm just gonna work the edges. I don't have to put glue in the center. Okay. And now your background is set for your card. All right, now all I need to do is just get this onto my card backing. So there you see, that is our backing. We're gonna have a fairly standard card. It's not gonna have too much. So here I've already colored in the image and I have her matching the theme of the card, okay? We're gonna go ahead and use some large pieces of tape and some smaller ones. So I've also used the sentiment Happy New Year, and I made that into a little banner. Okay, so that's gonna go about right there. Just about there. Let me go ahead and kind of snip this a little bit more. Okay. So now just to add a little bit more embellishment, we're gonna add in some sequins. Just to give this a little bit of bling. And there we have our card. And look at just how beautiful that is. Very easy to make. You can do this with any pattern paper, and I like utilizing my stamp sets to make patterns to match my theme if I don't have something available, and this is a great way to utilize your stamp set. I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. Go ahead and comment below and let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see, and if there's anything else that you would like to see from the team itself for Stampers Delight. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching Heartcraftpaper. For more videos and tutorials like these, don't forget to subscribe. Visit the website at www.heartcraftpaper.com.